What up, my beautiful Laker fam? It's your boy DTLF back on another pregame live stream. Yes, I know you guys voted for the live game reaction, but I had a situation where I'm having some wonderful company, and they're a little camera shy, so I don't want to rush them out the door to do the live stream. So I'm gonna postpone the live stream for the next game. However, we're still doing pregame, we're still doing postgame and phone call Friday. So make sure you keep it locked right here for all things, baby. Lakers versus Flippers. Should be a fun one. Lakers get LeBron James back. He cleared safety protocols and all that good stuff. And Lakers actually currently sixth in the West, and the Clippers are seventh in the West. So we have a chance to capitalize even further on that. The Clippers have lost 2 in a row, and the Lakers have won. No, I'm sorry, they lost 3 in a row. We won 2 in a row. What's up, Sally? What's up? My sister-in-law in the house. Shout out to her. Dan the Goat, what's up, Angry Lakers fan? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Richard, what's up, bro? Appreciate you. Hopefully everybody's feeling good, man, because today we got a special stream. Obviously, we're not going to do the live game reaction, even though you guys voted for it, because, again, I have company over. But rain check. I'll do that next game for sure, I promise. Still, we're going to have the post-game recap, and we're going to have the phone call Friday. Look forward to that post-game reaction. But the Lakers should win tonight. Like, check this out. Some advanced stats for you guys right quick. So the Lakers, here's how you shut up any Clipper fan that says that the Clippers own us as of recently or whatever. You guys want to know what the all-time record for the Clippers is? All right, the Lakers hold a 104-57 advantage in the all-time series. So, yeah, we doubled them up as far as wins go. So they can't really ever really talk to us, not to mention we got all the championships over here. So I'm ready for a Clipper beatdown. The Lakers better bring that intensity, man. We got to play the same way. Dwight Howard's starting tonight. And even though I did the stream a little early because, again, I have company and they're going to bring food and all that good stuff. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to watch the game together. Even though I'm not doing the live stream, I'll tell you this. Obviously, I did the pregame a little bit earlier, so I don't have the starting lineups. But I project what it's going to be already. Clearly, it's going to be Dwight because Frank Vogel already said it. It's going to be AD at the 4, LeBron at the 3. At the 2, it's going to be one of these two players. It's either going to be Avery Bradley, so he's feeling fully healthy because, Frank prioritizes defense, or it's going to be Wayne Ellington. I would be surprised if I see Malik Monk there. But it could go either way. Doesn't matter. But it's either going to be Bradley or Ellington and Russell Westbrook. So even before Mike Trudell confirms it, that's your starting lineup officially. Trust me, either one of those two is gonna start. Again, if Avery's feeling up to par, he might start. If not, Wayne Ellington will take his slot just like last game. THT's probably not gonna start. Is it? Is THT really? No way. That's a shocker. See, that's a shock. If it's THT, I'll be shocked because really, I'm so surprised because the floor spacing was better with Wayne Ellington. This is what I'm telling you. If Trudell said THT, I didn't read that tweet. My bad. So I guess it's going to be THT. I'm a little shocked. But again, nothing shocks me at this point with Frank. Look, listen, I love THT. But I think Malik Monk or Wayne Ellington would be ideal starters to space the floor a little bit better. That's just me. But I love THT. Hopefully he continues to improve on that jump shot. And let's go, baby. I am happy about, I guess we got to take small victories. I am very happy about Dwight Howard starting. Very happy about that. And I hope he doesn't get in foul trouble. The refs be on some BS. Luckily, this game is not going to be on TNT, talking about THT. So that's a win because when it's on TNT, man, all the BS calls and then the horrible commentary is just all goes downhill. I'll probably do a halftime report today, though, since you guys like the last one so far. What do you guys think? You guys want a DTLF live reaction halftime? I can come with that for sure. He said, Dan, what's good, bro? How was your day today? And you ready for the game tonight? Let's go Lakers. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Keith. My day was good, man. I saw my homie. I haven't seen him in over a month. Shout out to my boy Lonnie. He introduced me to this girl. Everybody's cool. So, we balled up. It was a fun day, man. Thanks for asking, brother. He said, yeah, halftime is cool for sure. I got you guys on the halftime for sure. All right. He says, Stephen A. talking about Frank need to go. If Frank Vogel continues to make the adjustments, he's going to buy himself some extra time. That's all I know. That's all I know about that. But if he butchers these lineups, for example, I am very surprised that THC is starting because he hasn't played good as of recently. However, maybe he wants to infuse the lineup with I'm going to keep an open mind to it. Maybe he wants to infuse some youth but we're going to need THT to start. If he's going to start, he needs to be ultra aggressive. He needs to come out here and just, play his role to the best of his ability. That means, first of all, we need his defense, okay? Defensively, he's going to have to probably guard somebody like PG. So maybe that's why they're doing it. They want the young legs to guard somebody like PG, who's been playing a little bit better this year. But even if he starts, it doesn't matter. If he starts off really poorly, I expect Frank to yank him out and either bring in Malik Monk or Wayne Ellington or one of those guards who have been playing exceptional basketball as of late. That's what I'm saying. It kind of surprised me when y'all said THT. I hadn't read that tweet. I was at the gym today. But okay, here's the thing. Lakers, I'm looking at the advanced stats right now, okay? Advanced stats. And like I said, Lakers all-time 104-57, whooping that Clipper ass. But the Clippers aren't really a good scoring team. Okay, they're ranked 22nd. If you look at their advanced stats, I just Googled it right now, not that I'm interested, but they're 22nd. They rank 22nd in the league compared to the Lakers. The Lakers rank 6th at 111 per game. So the Clippers aren't the best scoring team. Let's not allow one of these no-name players to get off. That's number one. Number two, they're 16th at rebounds per game, the Clippers are, while the Lakers are 7th. We have to beat them on the glass, and having Dwight Howard out there is going to allow us to have that advantage for sure. And number three, assists per game, they're 19th. We're 7th. We beat them in every category except for defensively. They're ranked 7th defensively, which is the Ty Lue effect. He has them holding opponents under 104 per game. We have to blast that open, though. We have to get to our 111 for sure tonight. And, we're ranked 28, so we have some work to do on the defensive end. But I do feel like adding Dwight Howard to this roster, man, is really going to help us. Thanks, Darius. I'm doing good, bro. How you guys doing? Dwight Howard's going to change the dynamic. Hopefully he doesn't get into foul trouble, because then I'd be really curious to see what Frank counters with. But remember, Frank has to mentally prepare for every scenario. He said he was only going to play either Dwight or DeAndre Jordan, at a time. He said he wasn't going to play both of them. I don't like that mentality, because what if we need more size? You need to be flexible, And that's the only thing I don't like about Frank, is that he needs to be able to adapt to whatever scenario it is, right? So let's see. And I'm not saying that I want DeAndre to play. I'm cool with him not playing. However, you have to have a backup plan. Let's say Dwight Howard gets injured. What happens then? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to see. Appreciate you, Manuel. Thanks, bro. He said THC is in to defend Paul George. We don't have enough defensive wings. That's true. That's true. And that's why I said, and thanks for the donation, William. I appreciate it so much. This is why I said that I'm okay with it. But if he's getting cooked in the beginning and he's not holding his own offensively and we look stagnant, we get off to a slow start offensively, you might have to plug in a shooter. That's all I'm saying. He has to adapt on the fly again. But I'm cool with starting him. He just needs to be a lot better than he's been recently. He said Pandemic P is shooting bricks tonight. Well, like I said, if you look at the Clippers record, I was looking at the standings, and the Clippers have lost 3 in a row. Let's make it 4 tonight. The Lakers have won 2 in a row. Let's make it 3 tonight. So let's keep building on this momentum right now. We have a little bit of momentum in the season. This is a good chance to start turning the corner and start winning games we're supposed to win. We're the better team, clearly. We've been plagued with injuries all season long, and we're somehow starting to climb the Western Conference rankings. And when you watch Stephen A. Smith and all these guys that are saying that the Lakers are done, this is the beginning of the end for us, blah, 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 they're going to eat their words at the end of the season, because I feel like this team is just starting to put it together, and it's right on time because it's still early. We're still in the, we're about to enter the second third of the season. So, yes, I am going to be doing Phone Call Friday tonight, Divine Justice, but, Laker fans liked it post-game during the recap, because that's when everybody's all emotional. Either we're really happy or we're really upset, and we want to share. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So stay tuned for the post-game recap. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that post notification bell for your Lakers fix, man. We got it here 24/7, 365 days a year. I got y'all. He said, so Trevor Fields, this is the best, easiest way to say, block me, Dan, block me. Don't ever say nothing that blasphemous, ever. He said, Dan, don't call them Clippers. Call them the Flippers. I got you, Vitali. I got you, man. Trolls already. I'm looking forward to it. And I kind of wanted to do the live stream reaction with you guys, just so I could be smacking trolls left and right. But then I was like, I got nice company coming over. We're gonna enjoy the game with the company, eat some Wingstop and all that good stuff, man. And then I got you guys with the live game reaction next game for sure. For sure. He said LeBron or AD is going to guard Paul George, not THC. I think they're gonna. You know what, JoJo? I think they're gonna mix it up because you don't want LeBron wasting his energy, or Paul George is a flopper. He's similar to James Harden in a sense that he's not that quick or shifty, but he uses his arms and his flopping to like draw fouls. Trust me. Watch tonight. He might hook a couple of players' arms and then try to shoot. He does that a lot. He's a little softy. So I look forward to the matchup, but we're going to need young wings to guard him at times just because he gets a lot of BS calls. Let's be real. That's why they're so successful during the regular season, but that shit don't work in the playoffs. They get so many crazy calls, and Reggie Jackson too. They get a lot of calls. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we match up, and we have to guard these guys. The good thing, we're starting off with an anchor in the paint, Dwight Howard. This allows Anthony Davis to roam freely and be kind of like a hybrid power forward and a wing type who can get out, play the passing lanes, get some steals, use his length to block shots out on the perimeter as well, and then come from the weak side and do some damage. He said, agreed, Reeves deserves more minutes. I think, the only reason I think he hasn't been giving heavy minutes is because he's coming off of an injury. But as he, continues to get better and better, I think you're going to see a lot more of Austin Reeves. We need that perimeter defense in his high basketball IQ as well. Who would have thought that a rookie would be so dependable in his rookie season? I'm excited for him, man. He said, why don't they call offensive fouls on PG when he shoves off with his off arm? You know what, Mayor? That is a good question. The NBA needs to do a better job of that because they adapted certain calls, right? They adapted certain calls, and they, James Harden's been struggling a lot. Certain players have been struggling with this new, supposedly these refs swallowing the whistle. However, whenever they face my Lakers, they still get a lot of those calls. Like I've seen it, and I'm like, wait, I thought they weren't calling that this year. So let's hope that tonight isn't one of those BS calls, and I think it's going to help that the game is not on TNT. When that happened, I was like, thank God, because when it's on TNT, Reggie Miller and all them annoying cats, like I feel like they throw bad luck on the Lakers, man. We play horrible games when they're on TNT, especially versus teams like the Clippers who aren't better than us. So, Dan, the Clippers got Ibaka back. Not impressed. I'm not impressed. We got LeBron back, baby. Yes, sir. Who's ready for that home cooking today? This is some home cooking because everybody knows Staples Center is Lakers house. No matter what the logo looks like in the middle of the center of the floor, it's always Laker house. So we need some home cooking tonight, man. I need home court Melo to show up tonight. I need the role players. Malik Monk, keep doing your thing, man. He's been killing. THC got to step up. Obviously, LeBron, Russell, and AD continue doing what they're doing. They're all averaging over 20 points per game and doing it efficiently. Might I add to all those naysayers that said Russell wouldn't work? Well, he's working. All right, he's working. My boy Jonathan says, Dan, all I ask from this team is heart and effort. That's all because we have been lacking a lot of that. Hopefully, Howard in the starting lineup helps on the effort part. And this is the key, man. This is the key with that. Is that the Lakers need to come out here and hopefully the refs aren't calling every little ticky-tack. If Dwight Howard can finish the quarter with one foul or less, major dub. All right. But if he goes into the second quarter with 2 or 3 fouls, we're in trouble because now he can't really play defense because they're going to be calling everything. Right. That's the key to the game today. If Dwight can stay out of foul trouble. And this was my only reason I had hesitated to put him in a starting lineup. But if he can stay out of foul trouble and play his game, be aggressive, get us some second chance points, crash the glass, finish around the paint whenever he gobbles up those rebounds. If he can do that, we're going to win tonight. If he gets into foul trouble and all of a sudden we have to move AD to the 5 where he's uncomfortable, and now, and if Russell Westbrook's not on his game tonight, keeping it under 4 turnovers or less, and all that good stuff, then they could be a troublesome game, right? Because we know the Clippers are going to get all the calls. We know that. That's guaranteed. I don't know why the commissioner has a hard-on for that beach volleyball team, but he does. All right, that's why they got all the way to the Western Conference Finals last year. They would get some BS calls. So let's hope that tonight is just fairly officiated and Dwight can stay in the game and play his minutes, play 25-plus minutes. If he can't, it's going to be hard because he already said he's not going to play DJ. And, again, what are you going to do? You're going to run LeBron at the center? That might work. That might not work. We'll see. He said more ball handlers other than Russ and LeBron James play more mid-range shots. He said use more vertical leaps from Dwight. He said use Twin Towers, AD and LeBron James, THT and HBK play like CP3 height, advantage, teamwork, effort. Man, Melvin was all over the place with that comment. Yeah, I understand your message, bro. Definitely, we have to play hard and we have to play smart, and the guys have to step up. Absolutely. Lakers need to shut down the Clippers. Yeah, man, we got to play just like we played the Sacramento Kings. The same intensity we played them in the second half. And this is why I said there's no way Frank Vogel doesn't start Dwight. And what happened? Right? We got the message like a day before. Right? That's why I made the video yesterday. And so I wasn't shocked. I feel like this was something that forced his hand. Guaranteed he gets fired if he doesn't play Dwight tonight, and they come out and they lose. But again, we're not out of the woodworks yet. We have to make sure we still utilize the proper rotations. If we're struggling off the bench, if our guys aren't hitting like they should, Wayne Ellington, Malik, and Melo, if they're not hitting, then we're gonna have to put in a floor general to hopefully get us some easy buckets, and that is Rondo. And I thought he was exceptional versus the Kings as well. He said, Dan, didn't you want to trade for PG a couple of years ago? Yeah, that's before he went to the Clippers and ruined his career. There's no way. Let me tell you something, man. When you go to the Clippers, you're damaged goods. You're no longer good anymore. You wasted everything, right? I thought highly of Paul George when he was in Indiana. Then I seen him go to OKC and promise a championship he couldn't deliver. Lost respect. Then I see him go to the Clippers and say he grew up a Clipper fan, where nobody's ever been a Clipper fan, really, especially in the time when Kobe and Shaq were dominating. Lost total respect. And I saw the narcissist that he was and how he likes to play victim. No respect for PG. But yeah, I once upon a time did like PG when he was with the Pacers, when he actually was tough. And then he turned into a little floppy crybaby who nobody likes. And that's a fact. But yeah, I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Who didn't want PG when he was with the Pacers? Before he turned into spoiled milk. So let's be real, man. Nobody wants spoiled milk. That shit stinks, man. Get that out of my face now. Are you doing the live reaction tonight? No, Dale. If you weren't here earlier, I mentioned how I have company coming over tonight, and they're bringing Wingstop with them. So obviously, not all company wants to come out on camera. So not tonight. I'll take a rain check. Next game for sure. I got you, man. I got you. I promise. Because you guys did vote that in, but it was kind of a last second thing. But bottom line is here. Lakers tonight, my boy said, what are the 3 keys? The 3 keys to winning tonight. Here they are. 3 keys to victory. Dwight Howard, don't get yourself in foul trouble. That's number 1. But let's just say that gets eliminated. We're going to need our superstars to dominate. All 3 of them tonight. All right. I pray for an ass whooping. I don't just want to beat the Clippers. I want to wax the floor with the damn Clippers, man. Y'all know my diss track, my Clipper diss track. Go bump that. Go bump that right now. Let's bring some positive juju to the Lakers. And yeah. And if we win, I'm gonna be bumping that. But what we need to do, all right, key number 2, where we talked about Dwight Howard not getting into foul trouble. Superstars got to show up. Key number 3 clearly has to be defense, man. But I'll throw in a bonus key. If the role players can step up, then we can afford for one of those 3 superstars to have an off night. But the role players have to carry that. They have to carry that third superstar's weight. Let's just say AD's off tonight, and Russell Westbrook and LeBron are on. We're going to need Malik or Melo or both of them or more to combine and put up the numbers that the third superstar was lacking. But it would be ideal for the 3 guys, our 3-headed snake, to go off tonight, and then if the role players can add to that, then it'll be a blowout. But defense is key, man. Defense is key as well. Zion Trader, appreciate you, man. I like the name, by the way. Appreciate you. He said, this is a perfect game to pick up momentum. Yes, sir. KGZ, absolutely. This is the game where we turn the corner and we shut up Mr. McMuppet, Stephen A. Smith. Well, if we can shut him up, Muppet looking ass, shut him up tonight. And then you're going to have him, babbling and second guessing themselves. Well, I thought the Lakers. Yeah, I would love to hear him backtrack on his baloney, man. This is what we need. We need the Lakers. The fuel, the fire needs to get sparked tonight. And we need to show them who the heck runs LA. I mean, track record speaks for itself, though. Let's be real. Here's the track record, okay? For the noobs, for the ones that were born yesterday that have been saying stuff like Clippers run LA. No. Clippers run from LA because we don't want y'all here. Check it out. Lakers, all-time record versus the Clippers, 104-57. So even that recency bias BS isn't going to stick around, man. No, sir. No, sir. He said, Lakers need a win, Dan. Let's go. I hate the Clipper fans. It's still Staples Center to me. It's always going to be Staples Center, man. Crypto. If we're making fun of it, we're talking just BSing. If you're banging on somebody, it's crypto.com. But nah, man, this is always gonna be Staples for me. For me. He said, Dan, when will AD become that guy? Tonight, Vitali. Speak it into existence, man. Never lost. Just like LeVar Ball. Tonight, we need AD to step up and be the unibrow, right? Nobody can shave that man. Nobody can convince that man. That's a hard-headed man right there. The unibrow is a hard-headed man. That's why he lives up to his nickname. He's the unibrow. So just as hard-headed as he is, he needs to play tough-nosed basketball and attack the paint and dominate, because Zubats can't hold you. Serge Ibaka, man, he can't hold nothing, man. Can't even hold a paycheck nowadays. He can't. Serge Ibaka, nah, man. Nah, man. He said, hey, Dan, and it's a big if, he said, if the Lakers lose, do you think this will be a momentum setback coming off that big win without LeBron James, or do you think we'll be fine? You know what, J-Rod? That's a good question, man. I don't even want to think about a loss right now, especially not to the Flippers. I'm going to be in a horrible mood, taking calls, probably going off on haters if we lose. So I don't want that. Y'all want to see happy Dan. But yeah, I think it would be a setback for sure, because we got 2 wins in a row. Let's make it 3, baby. And let's put a stamp on this. We already know whose city it is, but let's put a stamp on it. Let's put the signature on it. You know what I'm saying? That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. But yes, tonight would be a disappointing loss. Let's be real. The Clippers are a pretender. They always are. They're not really contender. Remember earlier in the season when they had a better record than us? What did I say? They're eventually going to come back down to earth. They're the Clippers, man. Don't worry about the Clippers, and we don't worry about the Clippers in March and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. The Clippers are just they're like a shiny penny. They're still a penny. No matter how shiny it is, it's still a goddamn penny. So, the Lakers, you know what it is. We $1 million, man. We that franchise, and we got to play like it tonight, and we got to show our pride. I want LeBron to be flexing on him. I want Westbrook to rock the baby. I want Anthony Davis to do the unibrow celebration. Yes, sir. That's what I want to see tonight. I want to see passion. I want to see us move the rock the way we did versus Sacramento. Offensively, trust your teammates. All right, that's the best key. None of this ISO ball, ISO game. Brooklyn Nets brand of basketball. We don't need that over here, man. That's number 2. And number 3 thing I want to see, and somebody please, smack the crap out of the ball when they come in the paint. I want Dwight Howard to get a couple blocks. I want Anthony Davis to send that into the 10th row. That's what we need to send a message tonight. And we need to make sure that these bandwagon Clipper fans go to another team tonight. Tonight is the night that we exterminate them like roaches, man. Ain't going to be nothing else when we're done. Trust me, the Lakers can do it. We have the talent. We saw it. We saw it versus Sacramento, right? People were telling me, Dan, you're too optimistic during the halftime. There's comments. Go back and watch. There's comments. Dan, you're too optimistic. The Lakers suck. We don't have what it takes, blah, 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 blah. And what did we come out? We came out and we doubled them up on points. So that's what the Lakers have to do tonight. Lakers have to come out. But hopefully we don't just put together one half. No. I want complete and total annihilation when it comes to the Flippers, man. You know what I'm saying? I want Flipper Darryl to consider his life decisions and understand that this could be an opening eye moment for him. Like, what am I doing? Like, do I really like to be in this abusive relationship, or should I dip? I need Clipper Darryl to second guess his life decisions tonight, man. After tonight, I want to see him cry. I want to taste his tears. That's what we need. We need all 7 of these Clipper fans to scurry and go and hop on the Golden State bandwagon, because we all know they really want to do that. They're just looking for a reason to do it. We know how Clipper fans operate. They're here in the beginning when it's all sweet, and as soon as the going gets tough, the tough gets going. That's the way the Clippers operate. So tonight is the night we wave them goodbye, and the next time we come back to Staples Center is all purple and gold, baby. It's just a sea of loyalty. That's what I want to see. Hey, what up, Rios? What's up? But yeah, Russell Westbrook got to take care of the ball. All right, that's key as well. We can't have him being sloppy. He hasn't. Last 6-7 games, he's been phenomenal. People haven't gave him enough credit. Russell Westbrook has turned the clock back and turned into steroids. People haven't looked at his. And I told you guys this would happen too. In Washington, he was really struggling the first couple of games. And what did he do the second half of the season? He turned on the Jets. He even got that lottery team into the playoffs. Him and Bradley Beal. Let's give credit to Bradley Beal as well, of course. But Tonight's gonna be fun. Hopefully, it's either gonna go one way or the other. Why? Right? One way or the other. We whoop. It's gonna be a fun night. If we barely win, I'll be okay about it as long as it's a win. If we lose, I'm gonna start flipping the table, man. We better not lose to this fake team, right? This is a fake team. This is as fake as a fake $100, but this is as fake as this $100 bill right here. Check this out. That's how fake this team is. This is prop money, by the way. This is prop money for music videos. But this is the Clippers, and this is what their fans buy into. You know, this is what they go into the store to shop with. You know, Lakers are real, man. 17 and counting. I'm dead serious. Let's put a stamp on this and victory and let them know. That's all I want. So, Dan, did you watch the Versus battle yesterday? Let's go Lakers. I didn't watch it, but I want to rewatch it, man. I grew up on Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, West. You know what it is. And also I like 3 6 Mafias, but I didn't watch it. I'll be honest with y'all. I do have to go back and watch that. I heard it was good. So he said, better have someone take the table away because it'll get flipped. Nah, not today, man. We ain't losing to the Flippers, or I'm flipping out. We ain't losing to the Flip. Not today. Speak it into existence, Laker Nation. Not today. Not today. He said, we forgot that Russ always struggles the first half. Exactly, bro. Exactly. He said, tonight we will get to see if the Lakers have pride. That's a good take for sure. Lakers always have pride. Always. They just have to show it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He said, Bone's the greatest of all time. A lot of people don't know, but if you listen to my music, I'm very inspired by a lot of these old school groups like Bone Thugs and Harmony, Cypress Hill, all the goats, man, NWA, they all inspire me. So I have I took from a little bit of everything and remixed it into my own, and that's my style of hip hop, man. Some of you guys like it, some of you don't. But shout out to all the support out there, man. Keep smashing that like button. He said, "Where's your jacket?" No, Jason, not tonight. It would be a slap in the face if I needed the Laker Lucky jacket to beat the stinking Flippers. No, sir. Don't need that. I have confidence in my team. I don't want this Laker Lucky jacket to be able to. I'm saving it. I'm saving the Laker Lucky jacket for Christmas when we face off versus you know who, the Brooklyn Nets. That's what we got to do, man. He said, Dan, from Hong Kong, we have a lot of Laker fans here. Love it, man. Shout out to Hong Kong. Hell yeah. He said, I've never seen anyone with a Flippers jersey. I only seen Flippers tees because they are most likely on sale. I love it. Yo, that's what's up. Ghetto Well, you're dope, bro. Hey, man, keep spreading that Laker love all over the planet. We take over. It's a sea of purple and gold. And again, you're right, bro. The only reason they buying those Clipper shirts is because they're going to use them as rags, to clean their floor. Everybody knows that. They make really good rags. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said LeBron will go off. He is just mad about the false positive, which suspended him last game. That is true, Alchemy. And he tweeted, I love the fact that LeBron's so passionate about stuff like this. He tweeted about how it was fishy, that something was going on and it was weird. I am curious to see what kind of attitude he comes out with. Everybody knows this is Lakers City, man. It's LeBron City right here. This is Kobe City. He needs to come out here and just flex on these cats for real. He said, you love watching me go into rage mode? Jeez, well, thanks, man. You love my blood sugar to drop and all that? Come on, man. Don't you prefer a much happier version of me? I do. I prefer a happier version of me. I guess people say I'm entertaining when I'm upset, but I can't help myself, man. I'm very passionate about the game. I love my Lakers squad. I love the NBA in general. Have y'all been paying attention to what's going on? Them Chicago Bulls are legit, man. They're fun to watch. And shout out to my Knicks. They've been putting up a fight as well. They just can't get over the hump. But man, it's none like the Lakers. The Lakers are just, I woke up today feeling like a champion because I'm a Laker fan. I don't know any other fan base that can say that consistently, at least. They might feel like that once every 20 years, 30 years. But I could say this could be a year again. We're the Lakers. We have high expectations. Could this be the year when we break records? We'll see, man. I'm looking forward to it. He said, nah, bro, you are awesome when you rage. Oh, man, y'all like me mad, huh? That's tough. Oh, Rio said, I love watching the Bulls, my hometown, but I love my Lakers. I already know you're a real one. But it's nothing wrong with enjoying basketball, especially when it's not coming from one of the teams you hate. Like, I have no ill will towards the Bulls, even though they took Caruso off our hands. No ill will. I have no ill will towards the Knicks. These are teams I enjoy watching play, especially young teams like the Memphis Grizzlies with John Morant, like teams like that. They're very fun, man. But as long as they're not facing my Lakers, that's all I know. Because as soon as they go up against the Lakers, I hate those teams just for that night. But I hate them. Like, I want to just take their head off. He said, "Hey Dan, where do you get all the Laker T-shirts? They are fire." I appreciate that, man. Most of these are gifts, man. A lot of the Lakers shirts I buy is like from NBA.com, or like I'll go to the mall and get some stuff there, But most of the stuff I wear here on the channel to display how thankful I am for all the gifts you guys have given me. These are gifts, man. This is my boy. Shout out my boy Mookie gave me the shirt. This is one of my favorite ones right here. Let me see. Let me remove it so y'all can see what's up. There it is. This is the Kobe one, man, with the Mamba emblem right there, man. Love it. Love it. But yeah, I mostly save these for the live chat or when I go to Laker events for sure. Charlotte is fun. Oh, yeah. LaMelo Ball is the real deal. He exceeded I knew he was going to be good in the NBA, but he exceeded my expectations. So shout out to Lonnie for calling it out ahead of time. He was like, I'm already, from the moment LaMelo came to the NBA, Lonnie was like, I'm going to buy a jersey, man. He's going to be a star. I was like, I don't disagree with you that he has star potential, but I got to see it first, man, before I buy a jersey, because I'm like that, And he showed up. So he called that one. Usually I'm the one calling the young talent ahead of time. Now Lonnie told me, he put me on to LaMelo. But I've been following his career all along. And, I've always been a fan of the Ball brothers, especially Lonzo, because he's a Laker. He was a Laker, so he has a special place in my heart. But LaMelo is nice. He's real nice. The future of the NBA is bright. It's in good hands. I mean, all the young, fun stars, they're only going to grow into mega stars, as the years progress. I mean, let's start with Trae Young, one of my favorite. Ice Trae, beast. I know people make fun of his hairline and all that, but the kid doesn't care, man. He's a phenomenal player, killer. He got a crazy handle, Kyrie-esque, and he got the shot of a Steph Curry type. I mean, super killer, man. And then you got John Morant. He's just like a mix of John Wall, Derrick Rose type phenomenal. I just hope he stays healthy because those players tend to get injured. I mean, there's so many great young talented players in this league. I mean, Luka, the list goes on. It's fun, man. Who doesn't love the NBA? If I could afford multiple jerseys, even though I'm a Laker fan, most of my wardrobe is Laker related. I already have a Vince Carter retro jersey. I don't wear it on the chat because people talk shit. They'd be like, "Oh, you're a Raptors fan." It's like, nah, bro. I respect talent and legends, and I love legendary jerseys for sure. He said, "I don't like THC starting. Not gonna lie. We'll see, Jordan. We'll see. We'll talk about it after the game. Hopefully, it pans out. I love THC, but for some reason, he hasn't been impactful with LeBron on the court at the same time. So, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, yes, he's a beast. Absolutely, absolutely. Anthony Edwards." Man, Anthony Edwards, I think he exceeded everybody's expectation. I knew he was going to be nice. That kid is a beast, man. Who is one player you wish was on the Lakers? That's a great question. One player I wish was on the Lakers? One player I wish was on the Lakers. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm a huge fan of LaMelo Ball. Or Trae Young. Either one of those. Give me either one of those two, man. But LaMelo, because he also plays defense. I think LaMelo would be nice to have on the Lakers. I think LaMelo is what we thought Lonzo was going to be when we drafted him. Remember, Lonzo was super nice in UCLA. He had everything. The shot was falling consistently. I think he shot 40% from beyond the arc in college. But it didn't translate to his immediate first couple of years. Defense was always there, and basketball IQ was always there. So I loved him for that. But I think LaMelo Ball was who we thought we drafted in Lonzo at first. But I love what Lonzo became. I would have loved it if we would have kept him. He would have been one of our homegrown players. That would have been dope. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of the young talent I mentioned. I mean, John Morant would have been phenomenal as well. But if you're talking how the league is trending, how there's some big guards who can lock you up and score on you, I think LaMelo fits that mold. LaMelo plays phenomenal offense. I mean, he orchestrates that whole thing, and he has crazy range. All right. And then defensively, he has all the tools to be an elite defensive player, and he shows it in spurts. So I think LaMelo is a perfect hybrid point guard for the future. So, yo, Dan, drop your top 3 flavored wings. All right. My top 3 flavors. It has to be bone in, okay? Because it actually tastes different from Wingstop when you get the boneless versus the bone in. Top 3 favorite wings. First favorite, spicy Korean barbecue. Love that stuff, man. But then again, I love Chinese food like panda and all that. Not authentic Chinese food. I like that too. But I like, like Panda Express and all that. I love that. So spicy Korean barbecue, love it, man. With ranch, game over. Original hot, those are my 2 favorite. Those are my top 2. After that, the Parmesan cheese ones are pretty good. I mean, take your pick. Take your pick, Laker Nation. My brother loves mango habanero. That one's good, but it's hella spicy, man. Hella spicy. And I used to be able to handle all that spice, man. But as I'm getting older, I gotta take care of my health. For reals. I try to stay away from hot Cheetos and hot Funyuns now more. Bone in is better, agreed. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Spice, he says Korean American, spicy Korean. That's what's up, man. Hey, great minds think alike. Yeah, flavor. That's some flavor for your ass right there. I appreciate it, Alexis. Thank you so much, man. Thank y'all for the kindness, the donations, man. I appreciate the love for reals, man. It's always a blast to come kick it with y'all. I just feel like you guys are so down to earth and so chill. It's fun for me. This doesn't feel like work to me, even though I'm making a living off of it. This feels extremely fun. The only time it's not fun is when we lose or we get blown out, and then, we got to come out here and let our emotions out, but it still helps me. Trust me, it's like therapy. Because like I said, when I was younger and the Lakers would lose, like I was in middle school when we lost the Detroit Pistons, and man, I was depressed. When we lost in 04, I was depressed in school. People were like, "Hey, what up, Dan? You're usually very cheerful and stuff." I was like, "Man, don't talk to me today." I would be really upset. So this channel has been such a blessing, man. I get to express myself. Y'all get to express yourself. We go back and forth and you just blow off the steam, and now you can go back to regular life feeling okay, He said, Dan, you should try Frybird in Gardena. Best wings ever. Frybird? Oh man, let me write that down because that sounds awesome. And then Gardena, my auntie lives in Gardena, so I'm over there, once in a while. But yeah, for sure. Dan, what is your favorite go-to basketball move every time you play? For me, I took a page out of Kobe's book where I like, if I can score or create space without giving up my triple threat position, I do it. So I like the jab fake. Sometimes I do the double jab fake. And then sometimes the defender bites, and I'll either attack him to the left side of the shoulder. I get him with that first step. My first step is quick because I'm not the fastest basketball player on the court, but my first step, kind of like Paul Pierce, right? I kind of play like Paul Pierce. I'm not the fastest or most athletic, but I'm very crafty. Or Luka would be a good comparison, like a poor man's Luka, like a Dollar General version of Luka. All right, that's me. So I hit him with that first step, and I'm gone. Layup every time, buckets. Or I'll jab fake and they'll step back a little bit and I'll pull it up because, I got that wetter. I got that extendo range. So, yeah, those are my 2 go-to moves. I hit them with the jab fake, and depending on – I always try to take what the defense gives me. When I was younger, I was a lightning bolt. I used to play with the weight vest on, so I would get to the rim. I can grab the rim with 2 hands, super explosive. And so it didn't matter what the defense did because I would just kill them either way, right? But now as I'm getting older – I kind of read the defense, and then if somebody cuts, I hit him with the bounce pass. Very smart player. That's the way I play basketball. Now, if somebody's talking smack to me, then all that goes out the window. I'm going to cook them regardless. So it's just fun, man. You got to love ball. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. It's going to wrap it up for me. Looks like my company came. So I'll see you guys after the game. Go Lakers, baby. Let's crush these Clippers. Let's destroy them, hopefully, God willing. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to smash the like button, and I'll see you guys for the post-game recap. Get your phones ready. We opening up the phone.